Hey, XRP Army members, welcome back to the crypto channel. I appreciate all the love you show all the time. You can tell that things are getting hot from the market though. We're going to pull out the charts and talk about what's going on. I hope you enjoy these posts. Please click the like button and the subscribe button in red. We really appreciate your help. It gets you a long way. In any case, I said in my hard report that the new week is off to a great start. That's great to see that all the markets are up by more than 10% right now. Radium, ENA, and other stocks are also going up. We need to keep our eyes on the market as a whole, though, because it's getting stronger. XRP is going to cost $326, 0 cents. We've gained about 2.5% against the US dollar in the past 24 hours. A lot of people were shocked, I think. 442%. That's crazy. Guys, that's over a year. That's something else. But once you remember, in the past year, the cost of XRP has gone up by 4 times, or 42%. Pay close attention to that. As I already said, not many people know that, but I'm sure you do. The real XRP holders who have been buying steadily and dollar cost averaging are the ones who are laughing right now. However, Bitcoin's value is up about 1.7% when compared to other ones. It's now worth about $193 billion, 0 cents, and trade over 24 hours is worth about $6 billion, 0 cents. But first, I want to make it clear that nothing on this channel should be taken as financial advice. For any business, you should always learn more about it first before putting money into it. Check it out. President Trump announced a trade deal between the US and Europe. This was the first time ever that the SP 500 futures opened above 6,400. I thought my XRP report would be interesting to you. I went live late last night. I talked about what I thought would happen in the regular market. That is good. That is, of course, what you see. Things are going well in the market so far. Again, this doesn't really surprise me. Still, let's move on. It's been a week since more than $1,800,000,000, 0 cents, more than $72 million, 0 cents came into the US to buy an idea of an ETF. Guys, look at how much more money came in. $1,800,000,000, 0 cents in EAT. I'm sorry about the ET flows, but Bitcoin only had 72 million. I think this is wrong. I don't believe that 72 million is the right amount for Bitcoin. It might be 720 million. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Also, please know that we have been monitoring the arrivals every single day. It's likely that many people are curious about what this has to do with XRP. Many things can be learned from Ethereum. You already know that XRP is doing well. It's not that XRP has a bad track record. When looking at the market as a whole, it's safe to say that XRP has pretty much been better than Ethereum. You should also be able to guess how much we might see when the XRP ETF goes live based on how these flows are happening in ETH. This is because, well, you could ask a lot of crypto fans or even people who aren't crypto fans to name 5 coins that come to mind. Because it is so well known, XRP will join 90% of the time. But it looks like it's been there for a while. They've been working on Ripple for a long time. Of course, they're now beginning to really gain from going really well and having new ideas every day for the past 20 years. Things are going well for them now that we can see it. Guys, this is really big. We shouldn't forget these very big numbers. Also, short bets worth almost $1 billion, 0 cents, will be closed if Ethereum hits $4,000, 0 cents. That day is coming up fast. Whales could raise the price just to close these bets. TZ, the founder of Binance, said that the network reached $75 billion, 0 cents, and that BNB hit a new high of $850, 0 cents. TZ owns about 64% of the BNB that is out there. That's very big. That's very big. I could say what I think about that, but I want to talk about more details. That's a big step forward for Binance. XRP has now reached a new unofficial all-time high, which lets you see a trend. It looks like this is going in a certain direction. As for me, I believe it'll happen soon. A lot of people believe it will be above $382, 0 cents. That's how things will go a lot faster than you think. Check this out and give subjective views a shout out. The video is mostly about how people in the financial world think Ripple will soon sell their technology to the big banks that have been waiting to offer their users ways to store their digital assets. It will happen either at the end of this year or the start of next year. In this chat, these guys talk about how the business world has changed since Donald Trump was elected president of the. This is because, well, many things have become clear since he took over. Because of him, a lot of people are now interested in this business, and banks can't wait to start giving these services to their users. They're not going to let these banks off the hook. A lot of these banks haven't used this technology before. It's clear that they want to work with these big names in digital assets. How does the bell work? Do you get it? Ian, Ripple is a great business because they help many banks and businesses in many ways. And this is also where the ISO norm is useful right now. The business world is going through a big change. A lot of people don't think about it because price is more important to them. Still, you should think about how important it is. And this is a great example of that. You can see that the noise is going up if you look up. As we head into Monday morning, for example, traffic on the Korean upbit market has started to rise. That's interesting. I told you right away that we're getting close to $6 billion, 0 cents. And since the night before, update, the number of trades is almost doubled. If I remember right, XRP is about to do something big. I'll show you why when I get the charts here. Check out these hidden documents that list the systematically important banks. Standard is one of them. Bank of America and Standard Chartered are helping the Ripple network. You can also see other banks along with MUFG, Eastpak, and RBC. This is a big bank in Canada. These papers link to a lot of important people, as you can see. Beautiful. People call it a network, and you can see below that it has rules, managers, and mentors. Let's see what's going on with the price now. The score is very important. As I told you, the control index is the name of it. The price is pretty much going down, which is what you want. We did fall below 61%. Bitcoin just recently broke out to almost 120,000. Bitcoin just recently, so it's really cool to see. But there has been some opposition. Like I said in my last few reports say that this week, running up to the FOMC meeting, will be very unstable. But I think the market will go up on the meeting day, whether rates are lowered or not. It would be great if the rates went down, but 95% of studies show that won't happen. This time, I don't think rates will go down. But if they do, I think the market will feel great about it. But it's clear that the power is being lost. This is a really good sign. Bitcoin is worth about 119,000 USD right now. That is really cool to see. That's a wonderful beginning to the week. But please read this. If you're interested in XRP, we went as high as 3 to 31, which is just above the key ceiling I told you about, which was 327. Plus, it looks like we're getting help this time. I'm going to draw that important support line between $3.26 and $3.27 for you. That's what you want to happen, which is why the wick above that key range is helping us and clearly pulling down, but Bitcoin is doing the exact opposite.